Welcome to the Chelsea Fans Channel. We are playing English opposition. All right, it's not quite the Premier League, but Chelsea versus Liverpool. This is a big fixture, isn't it? How are you feeling about it?
Mate, I'm looking forward to it. As you know, I got a little, what's the opposite of a soft spot?
Antipathy, hostility.
Yes, hostility is a good word. I've got a lot of hostility towards Liverpool, and I always want to beat them, and it doesn't matter to me, it's a friendly. I think, you know, the fitness level should be where they should be by about now, and I think, you know, we should start to look at form, performances, and what better way to kick off than to beat the Reds.
So what are you saying? Because I had this conversation with you before Austria. You thought that Austria was all about the fitness.
Yeah, I think listening to Conte's press conferences and stuff like that, it was about getting the players up to his fitness levels and, you know...
2 training sessions a day and all that.
He sets the bar quite high when it comes to that sort of stuff. So hopefully you would imagine if they are doing double training sessions every day, their fitness levels should be up here by now. And now we should be looking at a team that is a bit more like, you know, this is the Antonio Conte team. This is the way we can expect, you know, the Blues to be playing next season. So that's why I'm looking forward to it.
Nice. It's Conte's first taste of domestic football, although it's being played in Pasadena, a wonderful place, I'm sure. Yeah. Love to be there.
Love to be there.
Oh, it's heartbreaking. But yeah, sadly we can't get there. But it's Conte's first taste of domestic football.
Yeah, and what's good about it is, you know, all the stragglers, I mean, from the Euros, you know, the likes of...
strugglers as well, if you're talking about the English ones.
Yeah, you know, they're all joined up with the squad now. I think Kante's going to be, you know, have already flown over or whatever. So we should have basically the first team squad together for the first time.
Of course, we were there last year. We had a fantastic time. Gutted not to be there this year. Last year's pre-season didn't go particularly well, and a lot of people, me included, would say that started the ball rolling on our disastrous season.
Oh, definitely.
Are you going to start taking results into account yet?
I think so, because last season, when we were in America watching the pre-season games, we all thought that we looked flat. We looked flat and fat. I'm talking to you, Hazard, and you, Costa. And we just weren't at the races. And at the time, 12 months ago, me and you were saying to each other, oh, well, it's only pre-season. It doesn't really matter. We're champions of England. You know, I'm sure we'll kick into form when it needs to. It didn't work like that, did it?
No.
So this time round, I'm thinking, let's get off to a really strong pre-season so that by the time August 13th or whenever the opening day is, we are ready and we are sort of playing for each other.
Nice. I suppose this is going to be very interesting now. We're going to do a pick the team. Everybody's available, so let's see what we go for. Yeah. Right, the team's up now. Jack, what do you reckon?
Well, I'm pleased to see John Terry in the centre-back berth. He got 90 minutes under his belt last time out, and I think, you know, last season and all at the club, hopefully not, but potentially last season, good to see John Terry.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know what I'm so happy to see in this starting lineup again? Because he played so well the other night, and I think that it could be massive if he can really find the form that we know he's capable of. That is Ola Reina. I am praying that he has a massive game.
Yeah, I mean, versatility, the kid seems to have it all. Can't wait to see more of him this season.
And what about Kante? We've got Kante in our starting lineup. That's exciting, isn't it?
That is
he's
exciting.
Current champion, current Premier League winner?
Mate, he owns all the stats from last season, the most tackles and the most interceptions and the most ground covered out of any Premier League player last year. That includes defenders.
Huge acquisition. Amazing that we managed to sign the best player in the Premier League last season despite finishing 10th. Delighted. Victor Moses always has a good pre-season. He was good last year. He played very well recently. He's maintained his place. Can you see him having a future in the Premier League with us next season?
Do you know what? I would like to give Victor a bit of a go. He's been a bit of a peripheral figure at the club in the recent seasons, but you know, if his game against, you know, his games in Austria were anything to go against, then you know he could have a good season ahead.
And very excited to see Ruben Loftus-Cheek playing as a second striker. Do you think he's up to it there?
I think he's up to it. I think anyone that needs convincing of that should see our previous video where me and Rory argued whether he should be a second striker or retain as a midfielder. But yeah, I think he's got it in his gun box to do that.
Yeah, it'd be very exciting to see. I can't wait for this. I'm delighted that football is back. It's domestic football in a different way. So fingers crossed we get the victory, and it's going to be wonderful to see Conte's imprint finally become a reality, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So Conte, let's have a victory against Liverpool. Big tick.
On you Blues. The big issue of this week has been Ruben Loftus-Cheek suggesting that he could play slightly further forward. Some people are in agreement, some people aren't. We're not going to tell you how we feel, but we're going to have a debate. We're going to flick a coin, find out who has to argue what point, and you guys decide who you think has won.